Welcome back to Dinar Community Channel. In a moment that currency holders have waited years, some even decades, for, the long-anticipated revaluation (RV) of the Iraqi dinar has surged into global financial reality. Today, it is confirmed that the Iraqi Dinar (IQD) is trading at an astonishing $4.56 USD, with banks across major financial hubs moving into full-scale exchange operations. What was once the subject of quiet conversations, leaked memos, and whispered speculation is now a headline-making economic event shaking the foundations of the global currency market. The once skeptical voices have grown silent. Screens across banking institutions, Forex trading floors, and currency exchange platforms now display what many considered impossible, the IQD standing tall among the world's strongest currencies. For long-term holders, this marks not just a financial milestone, but the validation of unwavering patience and belief. A historic economic shift. The journey to $4.56 has been anything but straightforward. Iraq's currency story has spanned decades of conflict, rebuilding, and reform. For years, the dinar languished at fractions of a US cent, its potential overshadowed by political instability and economic uncertainty. But over time, a coordinated and deliberate financial strategy unfolded, one that quietly laid the groundwork for this exact moment. Iraq's leadership, under Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, has been on a mission to restore national pride and economic independence. His government implemented rigorous anti-corruption measures, forged international trade alliances, and revitalized oil production strategies. These moves were not just about politics, they were calculated steps toward financial sovereignty and currency strength. Behind the scenes, the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI) worked closely with global institutions like the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and the World Bank to modernize the country's banking infrastructure. New digital payment systems, currency security features, and transparent monetary policies created an environment where the dinar could flourish on the international stage. Why $4.56 is such a big deal? To put it in perspective, the US dollar currently sits around the middle of the global currency strength rankings, with the Kuwaiti dinar historically being the world's strongest at roughly $3.27. With the IQD now confirmed at $4.56, it has overtaken every other major currency in nominal exchange rate terms, cementing Iraq's place as a financial heavyweight. This level of value signals several important realities. 1. Investor confidence. The global market trusts Iraq's economic policies, stability, and future growth potential. 2. Oil-backed strength. As one of the world's top oil producers, Iraq's natural resource wealth is now directly reflected in the dinar's purchasing power. 3. Shift in global trade dynamics. The dinar's rise could alter Middle Eastern and global trade relationships, especially with energy importing nations. 4. Strategic currency positioning. Iraq now has a currency strong enough to influence regional monetary policy. Banks shift into full exchange mode. Within hours of the $4.56 rate appearing on internal banking systems, major institutions, including Wells Fargo, JP Morgan Chase, Citibank, and HSBC, initiated their pre-planned IQD exchange protocols. Reports from insiders describe scenes of rapid mobilization. Currency exchange desks opening extended hours. Specialized, redemption rooms, being activated for high-volume clients. Private wealth managers personally contacting long-term IQD holders to schedule appointments. Security protocols being heightened to safeguard both currency reserves and clients during transactions. Several banks are operating tiered exchange processes, where pre-registered clients are being invited first, followed by general public access. Exchange windows range from 7 to 14 days, though some regions may offer shorter or longer periods based on demand and logistics. Exchange procedures and requirements. For those preparing to exchange, the process is proving more structured than many anticipated. While walk-ins are allowed in some branches, high-value exchanges are generally appointment-based to ensure compliance with anti-money laundering (AML) and Know Your Customer (KYC) regulations. Typical requirements include valid government ID, passport, driver's license, or national ID card. Proof of currency source, receipts or verification from licensed currency dealers, where possible. Bank account for deposit. Many banks are directly crediting funds into verified accounts rather than dispensing large amounts of cash. Some clients are being offered contract rates, higher than the public $4.56 figure, if they agree to structured payout terms or commit to reinvesting in certain domestic projects. This strategy benefits both the client and the national economy. Global financial ripple effect. The RV's confirmation has sent shockwaves through the foreign exchange Forex market. Currency traders scrambled to adjust positions, while hedge funds quickly rebalanced portfolios to account for the IQD's sudden strength. Immediate effects include oil markets. Iraq's oil revenues, now effectively worth more in global terms, could influence pricing structures in OPEC negotiations. Regional currencies. The revaluation may put pressure on neighboring economies to adjust monetary policies to remain competitive. Dollar demand shift. A portion of global trade may now settle in IQD, reducing reliance on the US dollar in specific energy sectors. Economists are closely watching how this move impacts inflation, trade balances, and geopolitical relationships. From rumor to reality. For years, the IQD revaluation was often dismissed as internet folklore or the domain of dinar dreamers. Online forums were filled with speculation, and countless intel calls predicted dates that came and went without event. But the difference this time? Verified bank documentation, live rate screens, and on-the-ground exchange activity. This is no longer speculation, it's a verified financial event. The turning point came late last week when multiple high-level memos from the CBI were leaked to select banking officials, outlining the exchange rollout plan. While such leaks were common in the past, what followed was unprecedented: real-time rate updates on international Forex platforms and live confirmations from major banks. Security and scam warnings. With billions in value now changing hands, both government agencies and private banks are issuing urgent warnings to currency holders. Only exchange through official channels. Avoid third-party facilitators claiming to offer better rates. Beware of fake bank representatives. Scammers are already using phishing calls, texts, and emails to target holders. Secure transport of currency. If bringing physical dinar to the bank, use discreet and secure methods. Verify all documentation. Ensure you receive official bank receipts and confirmation for your exchange. Several law enforcement agencies have set up dedicated hotlines to report suspicious activity related to the IQD exchange. Life after the exchange. Strategic wealth planning. For many, the RV is not just a windfall, it's a once-in-a-lifetime wealth transfer. Financial advisors are urging newly wealthy clients to adopt disciplined strategies. 1. Debt elimination. Pay off existing high-interest loans before making large purchases. 2. Asset diversification. Spread funds across various asset classes, including real estate, equities, and precious metals. 3. Tax planning. Consult professionals to ensure compliance and minimize liability. 4. Long-term income streams. Consider annuities, dividend stocks, or other passive income investments. 5. Charitable giving. Structured philanthropy can provide both personal fulfillment and tax benefits. The goal, experts emphasize, is to ensure that this sudden wealth becomes a lifelong foundation rather than a fleeting moment. Voices from the community. Across social media, IQD holders are sharing emotional testimonies. Some are retirees finally able to secure their future, while others are young investors who took a leap of faith early on. One investor from Texas wrote, I bought my first dinar back in 2006 when people laughed at me. Today, I walked into my bank, and they treated me like a VIP. It's surreal. Another from London shared, this isn't just about money. It's about believing in something when the world told you it was impossible. What comes next? While the $4.56 rate is historic, some analysts believe it may not be the final chapter. Factors such as oil market dynamics, foreign investment inflows, and Iraq's economic reforms could push the dinar even higher in the coming years. Others caution that market corrections are possible, especially as initial exchange activity stabilizes. Internationally, Iraq's newfound currency power may reshape trade alliances. Already, whispers of bilateral agreements pegged directly to the dinar are circulating among energy-importing nations in Asia and Europe. The moment that changed everything. At its core, today's confirmation of the Iraqi dinar at $4.56 is more than a financial statistic, it is a symbol of resilience. It represents a nation reclaiming its economic dignity, a people stepping onto the global stage, and a community of investors finally seeing their patience rewarded. This moment will be studied in financial history books for decades to come, not just for its monetary impact, but for the way it transformed ordinary lives around the world. For the IQD community, the wait is over. The screens don't lie. The banks are ready. The doors are open. Like and subscribe for more videos.